Tyler. So,
Yeah.
Fatboy FadeAway 273. It's a two-man show this morning. Casey, a little too much Viva Fran. Oh, no, that was a little French English. 10 goals. Too excited for Mr. Casey Breyer. I'm guessing he'd maybe too much pool. I'm going to say they were out pool. Casey and Nick have been playing tons of pool. Do you play pool?
Pool? I mean,
Yes.
I'll play if it's around, but how often am I around a pool
Are you
table?
good at pool?
No,
Are you
not
good?
good.
Okay, yeah.
I
You're
wouldn't be
better.
betting anybody money on pool.
Ping pong over pool, right? That's
Absolutely.
Casey out there, Brian. My guess is maybe either the dog, neighbor, maybe he does want to pump a little iron this morning, and he's not with us. So you guys have a real treat. You get just me and Tyler today, or we'll be talking 273 here. We'll talk a little World Cup and whatever the heck else is on our mind going on. LeBron continues to be a TV show along with being a basketball player, so we'll get into that too. What kind of caught your attention this week? All-Star game. You joined us on seventh inning stretch. It's kind of a weird part of the sports year, right? This week you got there's just not as much on. I mean, the World Cup has helped with that, obviously.
Yeah.
But what's kind of been your thoughts this week?
I mean, there's a reason they put the ESPYs on this week. Like, there's nothing going on, so it's like an
I used to like the
ESPYs.
ESPYs.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it was okay. I mean, we had a different perspective on sports when we were younger. It was like, it's sports. It's better than whatever the hell the news.
Yeah, that's true.
Now the
That's
news
true.
has a little more interest, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, slow week. Home run derby was great. All-Star game was a dud. That's the problem with the All-Star game. Pitching normally beats good hitting, and you get these low-scoring games where nothing happens.
But is the pitching too good now? Where you're striking out, basically half the guys that are up there every time? Like, I mean, it's.
Is the hitting too shitty?
I guess you could say it's a combination of it probably doesn't help when you have like guys that shouldn't be in the All-Star game playing by the third inning. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. Like, it's funny if you turn on any All-Star game from like 15 years ago and before, it's like Randy Johnson versus Giambi in the fifth. You'll actually have like some real players like still playing in the game. I just feel like some of it's like I said, O'Brien. Roosevelt. It's like, I don't get what I'm saying. Like, I get it. There's only these one-off guys like Dusher or whatever that get in, but I don't know. That's just.
There used to be one guy on one team. Now it's 15 guys on teams across the.
Who's been the worst Giant All-Star you can think of that's got in your lifetime? Where you're like, I can't believe this guy's our representative. Like, he's having a good year.
Off the top of my head,
I'll have to look up when we're. Yeah. I mean, for some reason, Dusher wasn't that bad, but he always comes to my mind as like an A's guy. I know they had somebody.
Nobody else knows who Justin Dusher is.
I know they had somebody that got in a couple of years ago when they were really bad. I want to say he was the pitcher, and Blackman, maybe something like that. I think he was like.
Phil Blackburn or something.
Yeah, Blackburn. That was like, that's not a good. That's rough. That's rough.
I don't know if the Giants have had someone that bad. I'm sure they have. They had some lead years.
Well, they had Barry for all those years. He just took over. Yeah. So, but maybe a guy out like this year, lone representative. I'll have to look it up. You guys have always been good enough to be able to have a star player. All right, so yeah, we had that this week. Obviously, it was hard not to think about Bonds McGuire home run derby this week because of being back in Philadelphia, being 30 years ago. It's crazy. It was 30 years ago to that time. I love the uniforms there. For some reason, that matters to me. Like, you just see that clean gold with green, and then you see the Giants wear their sick warm-up jerseys. I mean, I wish they would wear those all the time sometimes, not for a uniform always, but just warm-up stuff. That, I don't know, just even that alone, and they're both hitting bombs. They're both studs at that point. As much people want to give McGuire crap, too, for being – I mean, the guy was still a beast. So, yeah, what did you think of that? Do you remember that derby? I mean, you've probably seen it now.
I've seen the replays many a times. It was the first bat flip I ever saw when Barry walked it off in the home run derby. Yeah, the jerseys and just if you rewatch it, it's so 90s. Like, it's just everything because it's in the 90s, obviously, but it feels the jerseys like that weird material you can tell it is, or it's like has the holes in it, but it's like not.
It's like you're wearing a penny.
Yeah. But it had more heavy duty.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the home run derby this year, it was actually it surprised. I thought it was a terrible format to begin with. I thought they did a good job. I thought it actually worked really well because it kept the game moving by you only have a limited amount of swings. And people weren't just taking 100 pitches, which was good to see.
Back. Did you miss?
No, I did not miss
Tim Burton.
Mr. Berman.
It was funny always Joe Morgan was on there too with him. Like, real analysts actually like look at that swing, look at that. Like, and then Joe is always the guy like, I'd stop right now. You already got a beat. Don't waste any more energy. Give the middle finger to the fans, basically, right? Come on, Joe. What are you doing?
He'd break down this. I remember when Tito Martinez, I think, won it. He's like, look how flat his swing is compared. And he drew this little thing on the TV screen. It stays in the zone longer.
That's funny. You're like, come on, Joe. That's all right. I don't know. I thought that was funny. He'd always be super into it. And then they had Mike Piazza on for a long time. I remember that was one of the things they had. Yeah, they'd have Piazza on. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, so I got your guys' all-stars here. I mean, you've had some good years where I see 2019 you had Will Smith. Maybe that.
That's pretty bad.
Will Smith, you had him in there. 2023. Yeah. 2023, you actually got 2 in, but there are kind of random names. You got Alex Cobb and Duvall made it in the. So I don't remember Alex Cobb having. No, Alex Cobb and Camellia Duvall.
Oh, Duvall.
Okay. Yeah. So that was the guy.
Terrible players.
Those are guys. Let's see. Let me see if I can get one more of that. Yeah, Moises Alou. I mean, the 90s, you had some good ones in there.
The 90s, we got
Rod Beck. I mean, 93, you guys were good. So I'd say you had a good run there, obviously. But you had Bonds in there. Then you had Schmidt in there, too, for a long time. I guess probably the next random one after those guys. Maybe the Melky Cabrera random year, but he was still a good player.
He was unreal that year, though. I mean, I guess all those guys probably had good years, but.
Yeah, but you had Joe Panic get in, but you had all the other guys too. So I definitely think they're probably that Alex Cobb.
Yeah, that's what all the guys got voted in that year. It was the whole thing.
You got that one there on it. Brian, I noticed, took the A's logo off his X page. So now it's Niners. It's the Niners. So I was getting good on it. We still stay with them. I mean, they got a big win yesterday. Broke a 10-game losing streak. I thought it was funny a week ago. That's what I wrote down on Monday. I took a little note real quick. I said Brian took off his A's account. So I said that. Who should be fired first, Vitello, the Giants manager, or Kotze, the A's manager?
How long's Kotze? I'd say Kotze.
Kotze's been there a couple of years.
I'd say Kotze just because he's been there a little longer, but they both suck. I mean, I don't have anything nice to say about Vitello, but it's just so early in the thing where they're not going to pay him.
The A's or KMBR keeps trying. They keep asking whenever Vitello's on. They keep asking him basically, or Posey, what's he thinking? What's Posey supposed to say? Yeah, totally messed up. Terrible hire. I expect to get rid of him by game one. As soon as 160 comes around. No, he's gonna give him some time.
Exactly.
There's no.
Did you see the producer in the back? They're like, Buster Posey sucks, and they got caught on a hot mic.
Yeah, I did.
You're like, because he was just giving these cookie cutter. Oh yeah, everything's going how we want. And we're freaking 30 games under 500. The guys in the back.
And Burford Mack was like, "Well, we'll figure out who that was." All right, off to the next question. What kind of He's alive. He's alive. We thought
too much excitement.
We thought the World Cup got too much of you, Case. Thought the French took you over.
Nah. It was hella fun. Yeah, man,
no, it's not.
That was such a cool game, man. That was so badass. I mean, 8 goals is so many games.
10 goals.
Unbelievable. They were
10 goals.
What do you mean 10 goals?
6-4.
That's what I said. See, that's why I said I was like 6-4. And then Nick's like, he's all shooting pool, and he's just like, "There's 8," and I'm like, I left, and there was 6-4. And he's just like, and I'm like, I watched the
game.
Come
on, Flanagan.
He's like,
he said he's good at math.
Yeah, I know. He's like trying to recorrect me, and I'm like, I left. It was 6-4, and he's like, no, there were 8 goals, and I was just like. I'm not very good at math, but I'm like, unless we're subtracting, I was
You
like,
don't have to be good at math to count 6 to 4.
that's what I was like. I'm not the brightest, but I'm like, I saw what I saw when I left. I was like, it said 6 to 4. So.
Well, Tyler, I was right about pool. I was
You
right
were right about pool.
I didn't play.
Well, you were there. You were still part of the audience. Yeah, we didn't.
No, he went. He went and see what happened. He went wine tasting with his girl. Then they went to go play pool, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm over here doing my thing.
Wine and pool, that's not a thing. Wine and pool's not a that doesn't seem like a good combination.
That's like an Olympic sport.
I'd like to see you and Nick in 40 years. You guys will be at we were at the putting green. We were at the instead of playing pool. We're at the putting green. We were talking about before you jumped in. We were just kind of hitting on the All-Star game a little bit, home run derby, and then Brian said he's still rooting for the A's, but he took off his account, his A's logo, so he's back onto the Niners logo. So
God.
I got to get out of that. And then I was saying, should Vitello or Kotze be fired more? It's funny with KMBR. Well, like, do you listen to any other shows anymore? That's the local sports radio station out here.
I mean, I'll listen to it, but I mean,
like the way your day constructed. Is there any point of the day you hear any of them? Because if you're not in the car, you're not probably usually listening, right? In general,
we do Froggy 92.9.
Oh well, that's a little Froggy action. There you go. Who puts is that?
It doesn't come in the dump truck. We only get 2 stations: Froggy 92.9 and. The other one doesn't seem to work that well.
And you don't listen to the radio. You've never been a radio person in your car, but in your driving. You've always been, let me turn up the music where I can't hear an ambulance.
Exactly. Still have my
CDs. That's always when you were bumping in that blue car, the Sundance Kid. That was always like, come on.
And that car smells so good.
Yeah, sure it did.
I got pulled over driving Casey home in that car.
The Sundance Kid. It's suspicious. Very suspicious.
Talk about if you want to get pulled over in a car, drive that one.
That's the yeah, especially with a terrible paint job.
I got pulled over, God, probably 20 times in that car, at least 20 times. I remember telling Tyler, I was like, "There's a good chance we're gonna get pulled over," and he goes,
"Keep your hands on the wheel, both."
Like literally within like 5 minutes, he just looks at me. He's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Yeah, it happens." So.
What was the sports world? I was trying to think. Was '96 the year that the Olympics were in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had that going on in '96.
Oh, Yankees win.
Yeah, the Bulls making their run. Yeah, the Yankees making the Bulls starting their run. Jordan back, obviously fully back for a year, and then you had
Alexi Lawless.
And I was trying to think. Was that the Packers? They won, I believe, in '90s that season, or 95, 96, and then. The Broncos the year after that, so like kind of that little time. It was just kind of funny looking back at all who were the champions, the storylines, like kind of how we have the World Cup now. They have the Olympics. Yes, that was. I don't know. That's it was kind of interesting both times with it. And they had the All-Star game there in Philadelphia at the same time. I saw the Giants drafted Barry Bonds' nephew Peyton. That's automatic. They had that's an automatic. Is that just? Bonds putting in a phone call, or is that like Netflix putting in a phone call? What is that right there?
I don't know. They took him early enough where it seems like you wouldn't just waste a draft pick. I'd hope anyway in the 3rd round. It was like the 25th round, something like that. Yeah. So I mean, is he going to be any good? Was it for a show? I don't think anyone did because Peyton
was drafted
to the Giants.
So you call this a brawny?
Well, he was mentioning Netflix and whatnot. But they probably Bonds definitely attracted him to the Giants to him. I would imagine having that connection. But who knows? It's the MLB draft.
I think it's automatic. It's like it's automatic. It's fun. I think that's the case. Do you get?
Go ahead, Jack.
I was gonna change the subject a little bit. So if you got,
I was just saying it's hella funny. Like I was watching like awkward interview, and it was Alex Rodriguez with Justin Verlander. Did you see that?
Who?
Justin Verlander with Alex Rodriguez. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Alex Rodriguez is like, he thinks he's, he has the notes on Justin Verlander, but they were wrong, and he's
funny.
like, like as you can speak to it as someone that's been like, down to the minors and reassigned twice in your life, and like coming back from being told teams telling you no, and he's like, Justin Verlander's like, I've never been designated for a stipend. He's like, you have the wrong notes. David Ortiz I love David Ortiz's face. He's like,
come on, Alex, got to get the job done over there with it. Brian, Tyler,
he's like, you were like the 40th pick, or like some crazy pick. And he's just like, nah, brother. He's like, you have the wrong player, like,
wrong stat. I was like, oh, he's like, dang it, that's Alex Cobb.
It's so funny. David Ortiz's face was the best. He's just like,
whatever. A question about my last baseball question is, I was thinking free agents that go to teams to die. And I guess what I mean by like that, where they were actually good players, not like, maybe Mike Hampton. I don't know. Like he wasn't like, I'm talking like a legit kind of felt like he was a player. He goes to this franchise and you think he's going to be maybe a Hall of Famer or, on that verge, I guess, a little bit. And then they just sign with another team and it's like, just they fall off the earth.
Hamilton to the Angels.
Angels are the team. The Angels are the worst. I mean, with the third baseman who was Brian's buddy.
Rendon. Yeah, I guess he was kind of like.
I mean, Pujols.
Yeah, is Pujols on that list? I think he had the great first year with them, and then his numbers really went.
He got large.
He still had some 25, 30 home run, but it's like, yeah, he got charged. But I don't know, like. He would be on the top tier of that list, but yes, his name totally dissolved because of the
Josh Hamilton belong on that list?
Yeah, I mean, because his stats were. I mean, yeah, the Pujols I did write down as a name, and I wasn't thinking of it because of Soto's maybe stats himself, but remember we were talking about him just making him go to New York, so it made me think like, who would be an extreme example for me? Always is Robbie Cano. When he goes to the Mariners, right? Like it just felt like he fell off the face of the earth. Like, oh, what a great player! He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Nope.
I mean, could you say it about Ken Griffey to the Reds or too good?
I mean,
he had the Pujols thing where he had a couple good years, but that was a big.
It was more the end of his era there. Yeah, no, I mean, I think he would be. And I noticed that key number is 31, like 30-31. Like teams don't sign you if you like, especially like the Mariners and like the Cardinals, they just sucked all the prime out of both those players. And then they were like, they still had good little endings to the. Like I said, they probably could have got another year or two out of him, but they didn't want to pay him for the 6 bad years. So it's like they basically got all 2 years short of everything. I also had.
Well, I think A-Rod lived up to the first con. It was the second one after that where he kind of.
And even with the Yankees, he still was like.
But he had he was on the Rangers and Yankees for that first contract. Then the Yankees re-upped it in the World Series, if you remember. And that's when it got kind of bad after that.
Would you say the A's are the place to do the opposite, where if you're 35 and older, you have a good chance of starting every game and turning your career back around for one more contract?
That'd be a funny list too. Is go by your team. Me and Tyler were saying like name a random all-star from our teams, like. Now imagine maybe like like you're like random old guys that were like, I mean the A's had a few of those, Piazza, Thomas, or they had
Billy Koch was a random one.
That's Suey. Remember Hideki was a big deal.
I forgot about Hideki.
I have Beltre on that list. I know he turned it back around when he went to but did he go to the Mariners too after the Dodgers? He kind of fell off there.
Did he go to the Mariners before the Red Sox? Yeah, Red Sox turned.
I mean, he was the best contract player ever. You just explode for the last year of that contract.
Yeah, he was good at that. The other guy that
Sean Green to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I got.
He might not be that level of player.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying.
Mike Hampton list.
Yeah, because he was with the Blue Jays. No, I thought he did okay with the Mets. I think he still did pretty good with the Mets.
He wasn't as good as the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he was unreal on the Blue Jays.
Yeah, but yeah,
It's
I
hard
was
to find somebody who just sucked
Chris
for 10
Bryant.
straight years.
Chris Bryant.
Right now,
Chris Bryant of the
as
Rockies.
we-
Went to
But everyone
Cleveland.
kind of knew he was.
But I mean, that's
Washed.
where he just
Except for
fell
the
off.
Rockies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my last one would
Eric
be
Chavez.
they signed him to it. My other last
On
one
the same team.
Yeah.
would be Jacoby Ellsbury when he went to the Yankees. He was like this great player with the Red
But
Sox.
he had a couple of good years on the Yankees. I think
I don't
he was
remember
on
him having a
fantasy
good-
team.
I had him on the. I don't remember on the Yankees him having anything
Yeah.
a great year, but I'll have to look it up real quick.
I'll look it up real quick.
Maybe he did have a year too. I thought it was the last year with the Red Sox he tore it up, and then he went to the Yankees.
Oh,
and
what
got
was
hurt.
the guy?
Maybe he did have a good
What
first.
I
was
year.
think
the
he
guy
had
in
a
the-
couple good years.
What was the guy in the Orioles that just totally? He's
Chris
like out of
Davis?
the league.
Albert
Yes,
Bell?
Chris Davis. Chris Davis. Yes.
Albert Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean,
Yeah,
Fernando Vina does not bring that. Chris
um,
Davis, man. Well,
yeah,
for
there
the
was
A's, man, he was good to hit 220 and 40 home runs every year.
247 every year. That was the goal.
247. That's what it is. Yeah.
What do you think of what do you think of the World Cup today? Spain or Argentina? Who do you like? The Spaniards? Too good at defense?
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
If he's playing with the sword, I like the chances. Spain or Argentina? Who you got?
Man. I mean, I think I got Argentina. Yamal's hella good. Like, I don't know. Like, they have two teenage players that are just like unreal. Especially Yamal, and the story's hella cool. Being held by God with the little picture.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I mean, Spain's only given up one goal this whole tournament to Belgium, so I would assume it's gonna be low scoring. My guess will go. I think it'll be 2-2 extra times, PKs, and go from there. And
So Spain,
someone Lionel Messi's gonna miss a PK. He's not that good at PKs.
Are 2-2 is 2-2 low scoring just because we had 6-4 yesterday? I'd be stoked on 2-2. I'd be like, wow, we got some goals.
I just think Argentina is so freaking good that it's hard to like if they like. I could see Spain going at 1-0, and then they try and battle back at 1-1. Like, I mean, if Spain's playing from behind, it's going to be very hard for Spain to win that game.
Argentina have star players outside of Messi? Like, I know they have good players, but like
Romero's hella good.
You hear about them talk about like, oh, well, these guys didn't have great years on their club team, and then they play together, and it just seems like they're like magic. Well, they definitely have magic this year.
They have some
really
guys who
good
play
soccer
for Man
players.
U, right back or left back. Enzo Fernandez is good, and that Martinez guy who scored the header, I think played for Juventus for a long time.
Okay, so I'm like they can't have bums if they're
no, it's not like Argentinian league players. I mean, there might be some, but
yeah. I wonder if it's a lot of people just think Premier League, like kind of are they in the Premier League or something?
Are you guys gonna watch
Real
the
Madrid
game?
and Barcelona? Oh yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, we'll watch for it. Spain won goal. I mean, so I guess were they the Baltimore Ravens?
But Spain always has the ball. It's not like they're playing defense. They just keep the ball and don't do. They just pass, tic tac,
possession,
pass, and they've done it since they were 8 years old. So they're like interchangeable guys who they're all good at this system of keeping the ball. And then they have Jamal, who is unbelievable, and he's 19 years old or 18 years old. So
they've kind of always played that way, huh?
How I kind of feel it, my head says Spain. I think Spain's a better team, better form, better. But my heart says Argentina just finds a way to win every time. They'd be down 1-0, 2-0, tied, scoring the 90 plus 7 minutes. Like, if you look at their goals scored, there's 4 of them after the 90th minute that didn't get to the extra time.
Oh man, it's nuts.
They're just magical. Messi's magic.
They had 3 goals in 13. They had 3 goals in 13 minutes against each other. That's just stupid.
And they know
you
how
played
to
80 minutes and you couldn't get a goal, and then you get 3 in 13.
Oh, they just know how to finish.
They literally moved Messi to that right hand side, and everything just cross it, cross. Put it on his head. The best pass was that one right before they scored their first goal, where he like floated it in and the guy missed it. But like, holy smokes, how do you just like set it on a guy's head from 40 feet out?
Watching the game yesterday, I was like, man, this game is awesome. Like, it was so badass. And I'm like, man, USA is so far away.
And those guys were like half trying in a sense, right? Because like, or I mean, when they at the beginning, it just felt like France was even away.
But don't you think that's why they scored so many goals? It kind of didn't need anything. Like,
I gotta think it wouldn't have been like
the record in a game that nobody cares about. Honestly, like it's fun. Like, but
it does not.
It literally means less than the knockout stage games because at least that gets you. To a championship maybe later.
Yeah,
it just seems weird for those goals to count the same. I mean, what else are you gonna do? But it is what it is.
Sell a few more tickets,
like
right?
That's
it's weird. You just don't see that very often in sport.
When you're counting goals or stats that don't matter.
Yeah, that consolation game and like I don't know. I guess you're still playing for your country, and that's what they look at it like as any point.
And
I don't know.
The World Cup, yeah, I know. But it's weird because you could see where other teams would take like a big dive in their effort once you're in that type of game.
Well, like Harry Kane and the other guy didn't play. Yeah, and those other guys didn't even start. Right, the two main guys for England.
Yeah,
I'm about to say that's like it. So, what team does Bellingham play for? Do you know?
Real Madrid.
Okay.
Oh, he's a stud. He's unbelievable. They don't give him the ball enough.
I mean, the Premier League, they couldn't keep him in England. They could keep him.
No, he was in Germany for Dortmund with Holland when he was like 17 and was there till about 21, and then he went to Real Madrid.
It's funny.
He's never been in England.
That's crazy. It's funny how you say these guys grew up with like a system, like Spain, or like it's just crazy. Like it's hard to in soccer. It's like, oh, just run it, just get up, and it's like not that simple when they could pass. That's who they're that good at.
Like imagine what our soccer games looked like. It was like, oh, down the sidelines, boot it down the sidelines. That was like the tactic.
And that's why U.S. never really wins. They can't control the ball. We saw that against Belgium, obviously. Hey. It was like little kids playing soccer. It felt like
send it to the mixer. Dribble through a guy and somehow score a goal.
I was gonna say our soccer team was actually probably like one of the better ones that I've.
Yeah, but you ain't passing like Spain.
No, we were, dude. Well, not obviously not like Spain, but we had a lot of guys that went to D1 and D2 colleges. I mean, shit, we were like 90-10, like for like 100 games. I mean, we all played club soccer like growing up, like from like 10 to like high school.
Oh man, so
I mean, dude,
you guys are Spain. That's impressive to me. That's impressive.
Well, I mean, dude, honestly, man, we had a.
You were good local high school soccer team.
We're more than that. No, I mean, we're number. It was number 3, number 2 in the whole California state. Like
in the whole state, you were number 2.
Yeah,
but you guys didn't.
That was the year. That was when you were a sophomore.
Yeah, and then
I mean, you guys were loaded those years.
Pat Ryan fucking made us play too many games, so we're ineligible for the playoffs. Just like, yeah, thank you for that one. And then the next year,
the school I saw the other day too.
And the next year, we went to the championship game and lost to, unfortunately, pretty much a professional goaltender, and he stopped like 2 PKs in our championship game, and I was just like. And then we lost 1-0, and I was just like,
is that a league championship though? That's not state.
No, but like your overall ranking, like because we had gone.
Who was the goalie? Schaefer?
Yep, yep, exactly.
I saw Oakland Root signed somebody with the last name Stone, and it's got to be that one guy. It's got to be like his cut nephew, one of the kids. It looks just like him. What was his name though? One team we played with him, something Stone or something. It was his dad owned like a golf shop too. I forget his name. Anyways, so yeah, World Cup finishing up today. 4 years from now, Xavier's like, I'll be 14. I was like, yeah, you'll be going into your freshman year.
Do you think he'll still be buying McDonald's World Cup meals?
Oh, he'll be buying McDonald's. That's for he'll definitely buy me. I want to get it like us at the Olympics. You want to get every cup that there is out there.
And I like how your son's like, you can have the cup. And I just like, I'm like, you already have it. He's like, yeah. Like, oh, that's not really much of like a gesture, but
he's
like,
got the World Cup. He's got it, man. He's unbelievable.
how many cups did he get? You think?
I think he's got. I think he might have all of them.
Damn.
I think he's got at least 8. Maybe some of them are the same, but just LeBron figure again. I don't want to go to. How do I want to say this? Like I told you, Tyler, before he came on, he is the reality show basically. Like Adam Silver comes out and says, "I'm not making the schedule until we figure out where LeBron's going. There's Christmas Day games, there's international games, there's opening week. We need to figure that out. So we need him to sign." And I was like, "That's like telling he's gonna wait longer now." Don't egg him on. Don't egg him on with it. And like, why does he have to decide before you make the schedule? Just make the schedule. Come on, what are you doing? I mean, I get it, but I mean, just come on. You know, you still can get pretty good games out there. You know where he's going to go. He's going to go to these 4 teams that are going to be on a lot of games anyways, unless he goes to like Cavs or something. You're like, we got to add another 20 of that or something. I don't know, but he says Kerr's caught on video. I think jokingly, obviously, say we got him. We got him there at it. Tyler, I mean, now the Warriors are back in favor of the percentage. Like, why is by Tuesday are the Sixers not going to be back ahead in this race for LeBron? Like, it's just insane to me.
It's a crazy. LeBron has so much power over this whole thing. Like the whole league, it turns out. Like you mentioned, like waiting on scheduling. But going back to the Warriors, since that's our team. I like the Warriors' chances, and it's the first time in my life that I'm happy that LeBron would sign, and maybe that's because we're so down and out if he doesn't. Like, we have no chance. Not that we have a chance even if he does, because he is a different player than he was, but just watching him and Curry play together would be... Is that me?
I don't know. I think you're fine.
Do you hear anything?
Yeah, I think you're good. Might be me. Go ahead.
I think LeBron would be like the perfect fit for this team, and it's not you. I don't know who it is.
That's Casey. I can tell. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's Casey on that one. Yeah, we got our winner on that one.
Third pick's a good trade.
No, I think LeBron is.
Do you think he will go to the? I know it's a soap opera. There's no real leader in the clubhouse except for who he thinks, and he's just letting people write a story that he wants written.
Will be like, okay, it's like if what's this? Okay, I go to Miami, I play with Giannis and I play with Bam, but I have to do a lot more. I don't think that's
who's going to shoot the ball.
I think Pat Riley, he's not going back to play with Pat. Then he goes to Cleveland. It's like, all right, I have JB as my coach, or no, not JB. Lou as my coach. No, who's the Cavs coach?
Kenny Atkins.
Kenny, thank you. I knew it was the ex-Warrior guy. And then I got Harden, I got Mitchell, I got Mobley. I got probably a pretty deep team I could add to there. But do I want to play in Ohio again? Do I want to do the third return? Like, do I want to do that? And
play for Dan Gilbert? Do you want to do that again?
And do you really want to
play that?
Philadelphia on a 1 year?
But do you think if before we get to Philly, do you think if James Harden gets traded for Irving?
Yeah, I think that would up his chances.
Cleveland a big. I think that makes it official. I don't know if that's going to happen. Obviously, I don't know.
Is that what LeBron's waiting for?
In
That's going to take forever. Like I said, maybe LeBron decides in February.
Roger Clemens.
Roger. I always forgot about that, Roger. Yeah, Philly, I just think, I mean, to play with Embiid, Maxey, and then he can really kind of be in the position he wants to be in, where he's like, doesn't have to be the big. Well, I mean, let's be honest, Embiid will get hurt at some point. And then he gets to play with Jaylen Brown, though, too. And then you go to the Warriors, and it's, you play with the best guy that you went up against, and he's still the best shooter in the NBA. I think they would. It'd be interesting how the season would play out with them. Might have obviously some injury concerns along the way still, but I mean, LeBron is one of the smartest players ever. There's still no doubt about it. And when you can say whatever you want about Draymond, Curry would get a lot more good looks even. Like it's like that part I would be kind of fun to see is like them just play together one last hurrah. I mean, that'd be the biggest show in the NBA, right?
It'd be the best story.
So
especially if they could get a big over there that actually, I mean, Porzingis, but he can be traded somehow. I saw in his contract, where it's not like a contract where you just sign him, you have to wait 6 months. I don't know. If they could get a big, that AD obviously is the preferred choice. If like
sounds like that's not happening, though.
But it doesn't sound like that'll happen. But if they can get somebody, and I don't know who it would be.
And then Steve Kerr can. No, go ahead.
Do you think there's any way Utah would come off one of their? Like Jared Jackson and Lauri Markkanen seem pretty repetitive to me.
Yeah, but the Warriors can't afford them either.
They could get rid of Jimmy Butler.
I mean, they could, but I guess you're right.
Jimmy Butler's gone. Like that. But would Utah do that? I don't know.
I would want Jackson if I could get him out of those, just because the defense would be nice to have as a big.
That would help Draymond a ton. His rebounding kills me though.
Well, Draymond and LeBron can make up for that. I know that. It's pretty sad. And then Steve Kerr, if they do get LeBron, like he could just be the assistant coach basically this year. Just here, take that. I mean, that poor guy. If he had Curry, or if he had LeBron and Draymond, I mean, seriously, he's got to know at what point are you the coach, and are you just kind of managing personality? I mean, it's just would be a weird job to have. Let's just put it that way. It's not like your typical coach job. And then what Draymond came out and he said. My head coach, Steve Kerr, came up and he said, man, it's become incredibly hard to support you publicly. I said back to him, don't. I'm fine. I don't need you to support me publicly. So
that's been hard for a couple of years on this side. I can tell you that. I gave up a while ago.
So he's done supporting him publicly. He's done doing that. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny. He's like, I'm done supporting you publicly. So,
I don't think he said he's done. He said it's hard to. So, it leaves interpretation where he still will.
Yeah, I guess
just because he doesn't want the tension and the fights and all that Draymond is.
No, I get you. Yeah, he wouldn't want to do all that with Draymond. Don't want to get Draymond on your bad side, right? We don't want to get that on the bad side there. So, anyways, you have the Warriors LeBron thing. I think they're in the championship summer league game
against Memphis. The rivalry is back. Savage, you want some?
Did you see that Memphis Rockets score in summer league?
No, what was it?
32-2 after one quarter.
Hawks Knicks, shout out. Hawks.
2 points. I was like, that's.
I mean, Memphis is taking this thing serious. They have some good players over there.
32-2. I was like, my God. I was like.
But if I was Memphis fans, I'd take it serious. It'd be like the Warriors back in the day. Like the summer league would have never meant more back in the early 2000s.
Anthony Randolph's the greatest player of all time.
We would have been like, yes, we have something to talk about.
Jordan Bell was a beast.
Jordan Bell, that's a good random.
Value to himself.
Yeah, that's the best, Tyler. That is Steve Kerr.
Steve's like, what are we doing?
Steve also always Steve, come on now. So we got that.
What do you have to say about Steve?
No, I know the Steve there. We might not always see eye to eye. He doesn't have to defend me publicly, does it?
You are too hard to defend publicly.
Can't do that. So, anyways, that's kind of the NBA stuff a little bit this week with some stuff. There's some, I guess, what was the other random news? Valanciunas, shout out. Going back to Europe.
Lithuania.
He misses the fireworks in the crowd.
Misses it. I was looking back at some of the NFL drafts. I was like, let's go to 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, the first 5 picks were Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Joey Bosa, Ezekiel Elliott, and Jalen Ramsey. Not a bad.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Ronnie Stanley, DeForest Buckner by your Niners at 7. Jack Conklin, Leonard Floyd, and Eli Apple finish out your top 10 there. And the list. And the Raiders, Yep. Number 14 out of West Virginia, Carl Joseph, the safety. That's right. Carl Joseph. That lasted a couple
The
years.
next
That was
Bob Sanders.
the next Bob Sanders. So they ended up losing on that one right there. Just kind
He
of
was
funny.
good for the Texans for a minute.
Oh yeah, he was real good for him. I kind of want to talk a little bit more NFL next week, just more kind of in depth. I got some things that have been on my mind with as we're kind of getting closer to spring or not spring trainings. What do they call it?
Calm down, Brian. Take it easy.
Summer camp or something like that. So,
do you think Brian should just wear those shorts? I'd love to see him just wear those shorts that they wear in training camp.
The red shorts,
the Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick.
I love Brian, shorts. But this is for Brian missing today. But I love him, and me and him talk shit back and forth. But when he worked at the gym with me, and man, Brian's a big man. He's 6'5", and I pulled up and I didn't know he was going to be working. I was like, "What the hell? Brian's here? This is like crazy."
He didn't even tell you.
No, he never freaking told me. He was there, and he's sitting down and he's wearing these tan khakis, and they're like, man, Brian's legs are white, and he stands up, and I was like,
Brian is rolling over in his bed.
They look like hot shorts, like as my dad would say back in the day, and I was like, who wears short shorts? I was like, man, your legs. I was like, that's a lot.
Did he tell you to shut up? Did he just shut up?
he just was like, grab your radio and get to work. Like you didn't even tell me you were working here. Like a
dress code violation for Brian first day.
Oh man, I was like, I'm calling HR. This is inappropriate.
He's an 80s gym member, 80s gym trainer. That's what they did in the 80s.
Those shorts were tight.
Is it better that would you tight
or throw up?
I was like, man, there's a bulge.
Obviously, you can't get it out of your memories.
No,
he's made a big imprint on you.
Well, he was sitting down.
Hey, he was still young and he was mature.
He was sitting down and in the chair. And he stood up, and I was like, "Oh my god, is that legal?"
It's very legal.
I think there's the training camp shorts. I think
NFL training camp shorts. We probably will hopefully not talk Brian's white legs again. I'll hit on that a little bit. We're kind of looking at some.
I got some questions. No,
I got some questions. Some big hot. I'll get Jimmy on. We'll get his thoughts on some of this stuff too next week. Maybe I shouldn't have said Jimmy after that, but we get Jimmy on after that.
Would you call him a big Jimmy or a little
Jimmy? So yeah, I saw that with Draymond. Just thought that was kind of funny there. So NBA kind of in the slow part of the season. MLB kind of picking up a little bit here as we get past the All-Star break, and NFL obviously right around the corner.
Darren, your transition to serious was excellent there.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Thank you, Jimmy Pilato, for that. You got that with it. So me and Logan are going to do best announcers, baseball announcers next week on like just kind of guys. It doesn't be radio. It could be Nashville, your home, like just whatever guys stand out to you, because I was saying part of baseball is like telling a story. And like, that's part of it is like, that's why John Miller's so good. Like, I remember I was driving home. I didn't even think about it when they were playing the Braves like a month and a half ago. And it was like a rain delay. And I must have just got in my car. And I think the rain delay had probably been going on, it sounded like, for like 5 minutes. And like, it was like him, I think, at FP San Diego, but he did most of the talking. And I was driving from here to Cloverdale, or from Windsor to Cloverdale. And I'm like, find myself getting to club. Like, did I just listen to John Miller talk about a rain delay for 25 minutes? Like, it's just the way he was telling. Like, I don't know. That tells me you're a good announcer. Like, when I'm like listening to you tell stories, and like so kind of going to get into that this week. So kind of I'll have some stuff for you guys on that. Hey, real quick, I asked Logan a trivia question last week. 2016, that was the year Chris Bryant did win the MVP in National League. All right, for the Cubs, and they won the World Series. Could you get number 2 by chance? If you had any guess out there.
For what? Number 2 what?
An MVP in National League in 2016. Corey Seager was 3 that year. Number 2.
Don't give it away.
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Yeah.
Was it Rizzo?
He played for the Mets at one point as well. And then he was a lefty.
Year?
Yeah. Oh, no, not that year, but he played for that year. He played for another NL East team.
Carlos Beltran?
And he's a lefty.
Carlos Beltran?
No, I just
no. No, he never played for the.
Yeah, he
He
did.
played for the Mets.
He played for the Mets. Yes, he didn't play for the team I'm talking about. I should have. That's what I meant in my head. He played for the
Okay,
National.
so he wasn't on
Jesus.
the Astros.
He played for the Nationals. So Nationals
Ryan
got
Zimmerman?
not Ryan.
You said he's
kind of a
left-handed. Left-handed.
He's kind of a random guy. He had a couple good years though for the Mets too.
Oh, the lefty. What's his name? Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy, 347 batting average for the Mets.
He was on my fantasy team.
I'm sure he was there. He didn't even win the batting title. I guess I looked at DJ LeMahieu at 348. Took it from
That's the Colorado special.
special. Well, Arenado got fifth too. He had the most homers and RBIs that year. So I thought that was funny looking at that. What do you got, Tyler? Anything else before we get into winners and losers this week?
No, I think we're
Right at. All right. What do you got for? Maybe you start us out. You got a winner or a loser you want to start with?
Yeah, I got a couple winners. My losers is less. I'll go losers. I'll go golf and golf rules and how they're attributed to scores 3 hours after. What are we doing?
Are you talking about DeChambeau?
Yes, Bryson DeChambeau, 2-stroke penalty.
This was after Friday's round, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what did they say he did? Can you help like that? What did he?
There was a tall grass, and the ball was, and they said he stomped around the back of it to clear a path for his for his club swing. And I don't know. You look at the before and after; it looks pretty similar. It just seems like and then Rory piles on.
I saw that.
And and the thing about
pretty obvious.
Rory's also my losers because he didn't reach the minimum amount of PGA Tour events that he has to do to keep his privileges for next year, and I'm sure they'll just excuse it and be like, yeah, you still get all your privileges.
What privileges does he lose? Like, bathroom status? Like, what is the?
I did not look into those.
What did he lose? Like locker room status? Like,
no,
or
I
like
think
tournament?
it's like just tournament free re-entry into certain tournaments.
I'm sure he'll have a high advantage over.
I'm sure he can enter into any tournament he chooses.
They're probably like, yeah, you'll bring in about another 100,000 viewers.
Yeah,
so we'll
but so yeah, I had golf rules. I don't know. 3 hours later,
that was funny.
Like no, just because he has a camera on him at all times. Like not everybody has a camera on him at all times. It just seems like a weird way to.
It was. I mean, how would Happy Gilmore? He'd always get called for stopping. Yeah, he starts backward. I mean, like, what is he doing? That's unfair. He naturally walks backwards anyway.
Yeah.
He would get in trouble. The story's not real now. The story.
Happy's a fraud.
I had loser of the week. That too. I had DeChambeau. Brian Woodruff goes out again for the Brewers. He was a good pitcher for anybody that follows baseball. He's out again. They said 2028 now. He might be back. So,
oh god, what do you do? You have the David Drecke.
Yep, look at there. Casey says my phone's like overheating. Keep that's not good. I'll text a winner loser. And then Tyler, you got any other? What's your?
I have another loser.
Yeah.
I got the Tate brothers arrested again. Brian's head honchos, leader of the club,
leader of the pack,
arrested again. Just kidding, Brian. But yeah, big losers. How many times are we going to get arrested for some sort of weird? I don't know. It is what it is.
1,000 times, I guess.
Winner of the week. Making them money.
Yeah, as long as we're making money, that's all that matters. Any winner of the week, Tyler?
You want me to go winners? Yeah, I got a lot of winners. I got Kyle Kuzma, a rare winner on Fatboy FadeAway for talking about all these athletes complaining about where all their money goes and they're still making $8 million a year. Like people are supposed to feel bad for them. Kyle, I applaud you. Set these guys up. I don't
Common sense.
Common sense. A year. Figure it out.
But they take away half the money to taxes, man. And then you gotta...
my agent, my
I'm like, we make less than $100,000. Make like $100,000 a year if I'm lucky. Yeah. I'm like lucky.
Figure it out, kid. I have Ben Askren, former UFC fighter. He had a double lung transplant. Almost dies. He spent 45 days in ICU. He clinically dies 4 times, and then yesterday he wrestled in a wrestling match. He was up 3-0, and then he said he got too tired and just couldn't compete in the last round and ended up losing 6-3. But when I heard about it, I was like, this is loser of the week. They're going to kill this guy. And it ended up going off very well, and good for him to live out his dream one last time. So Ben Askren, I have his winner. And then I have Braden Burries. He is who I thought he was from what I've seen in Summer League. It is Summer League, but from what I've seen, he's going to be the best guard of this draft.
You must be loving Yaxel then, from what you see.
Yaxel has been very good. I was talking to my dad about Yaxel. I was like, he can shoot the ball, which is nice to see, and he knows what he's doing. You can tell he's not an idiot when he's playing.
He's mature.
Yeah. He's very mature rookie, 24 and a half years old. It's a good addition to this roster.
He's like the BYU guy. He's 27.
He's still a virgin.
I have
one more winner.
Yeah.
Or shout out to the Pigeon Lady in Home Alone 2, and Aunt Maggie passes away. Very sad. Just two legends in my life: the Pigeon Lady and Aunt Maggie.
It's funny. I was watching Angels of the Outfield actually on Monday. It came out on TV. I was watching the start of it. I did realize this was actually more of a. It was a little worse than I thought.
No,
it's good, but like some of like the stuff is a little cheesier. That as you're an adult, like at times, like I don't know. It wasn't bad. It
can happen.
It could happen. That's what. Yeah, we were there. It's funny. And then she passed away. Yeah, I saw that. Was it Thursday or something like that? I think I saw. Aunt Maggie, and one of the most random scenes of all time in Home Alone 2, where they're up at the top of a church. I don't know how that woman got out there, but it's just one of the more.
The homeless lady found a way.
I just don't understand. They're peacefully up there talking. Like that's the only part of that movie. I just don't understand. But I got Jordan Walker. Like I said, 6 home runs out of 7 to finish out the comeback and win. Definitely good there. Red Sox 11-game winning streak. They get a little love as well. And then WNBA, I will say, I actually watched the first whole game, Fever Aces, last Sunday night. Nothing else to be fair, but I did turn it on. Caitlin Clark was played. Everybody's favorite Sophie Cunningham out there hitting 6-7-3. So I did actually watch a game. I did. And then I actually watched Valkyrie a little bit for second half versus Fever. And then I did watch a little Fever. So I think that's the theme.
Fever is
the Fever is the theme.
You're in a fever dream.
I'm in a fever dream a little bit. Like watching Caitlin Clark. She got 45 points apparently. Casey had her as winner of the week. So partially why I'm bringing that up. But I do give, for the first time in a long time, I'll give the WNBA a little. I've been watching a little bit of some of that. I don't know if I can watch other teams so much, but I at least want. I mean, Indiana, like Caitlin, they just play different. So I'm like, I don't watch them play a little bit. So at least, So I watched that too a little bit this week. So so those are my winners of the week.
I heard something about Caitlin Clark having a Larry Bird type back injury. She's always getting banged up on her back. I don't know anything about it.
She has been, or she did go down that last Sunday, but she got up. She had, like I said, but then she had 45 and 10. So, we'll
she's like watching Steve Nash. Like, it's hard not for me to watch. It's how I want to watch basketball be played.
Yeah, she plays with some aggression, right?
What was that? And
plays with some
smoothness. She's not afraid to take a shot that's but a good shot, and then get people open shot. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's aesthetically pleasing. Yeah,
no doubt. I hear you on that one. Talk about aesthetically pleasing. You might have seen this block before, but I saw this block come up on my timeline. I want to share it as our video of the week. Do you remember the good old name LaFonso Ellis?
I remember LaFonso.
He's under the hoop here, getting ready to, looks like, block a shot here, playing against the old school T-Wolves here. Let's see what you guys think.
Is that Harold Miner?
Oh, are you kidding me? Alfonso Ellis took it right away from him.
No. That's just a tremendous block. Look at that. He just took it from him. And looked at him.
And Dikembe point.
Tyler, that is called disrespectful blocking a shot right there. That is.
You learned from Dikembe.
That's like the ultimate. Like, I'm not even swatting it away. I'm just grabbing it like a tennis ball out of your hand, and I'm gonna wrap it around. So I don't know, that one caught my attention this week. Like that, I was like, that's a highlight there. That's a great block. I was watching. It came on NBA TV last night. I don't usually watch it, but I saw it was best dunks of the year. There were some good ones. I'll give the guys credit. I miss a lot of Ducks from the year because it's just there's so many games, but these guys are. Oh, that was the thing I wanted to ask real quick. Loser of the week was that stupid podcast thing I sent you, where the guys were saying that the players are just evolving now, where they're getting so much better than the players before. Like they went out on lines and Darius Garland would absolutely crush John Stockton. It's like 1-on-1 doesn't count as bad. Like, sorry, John Stockton would own Garland. He would get him in foul trouble.
He'd get wherever he wanted on the court at any point in time.
Like, what are we like? I mean, yeah, I guess if they're playing 1-on-1, but I would take anybody 1-on-1. Like,
you'd elbow him in the eye if he wasn't getting where he needed to go.
Yeah,
now you'll move.
He's so much more competitive than Darius Garland. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I thought that was one of the more like disrespectful comments I saw. I'll have to get that video up next week to get Casey's thoughts. But I'm like, that is insane. And that is like one of the guys are evolving so much better. It's like I'm still taking Jerry Rice over any receiver. Like, I don't care. Like, what do you mean they're evolving? Like, I don't know. Like, that's just kind of.
Was Calvin Johnson more physically gifted? Sure, but that doesn't mean he's better. Like, who's gonna get the 3rd and 3 when you need it? I don't know. And then break the slant for 90.
I just thought that was like, well, definitely LeBron's better than Jordan, right?
Yeah, that's their whole argument for LeBron. It's like, he played against garbage men.
That's stupid. It's so dumb. I don't like.
You have Tyler Hero making All-Star games, like.
And punchy and get it wants to drop it. Getting altercations. But I got to also bring up a Stephen A. Smith thing. I thought was good
about his daughter.
Well, that was crazy too. But just like we're not like race baiters. We're not any of that stuff like that. We don't care about that. But I did think it's interesting where he's just like 3 white guys would never be able to. I'm like, and the guy's like, well, if we said that about like quarterbacks used to be that thing. I'm like. That's not the same. Like everybody gets it, but just because everybody gets it, it's not like I don't know. It's like the justification of saying something like that too after ripping on the other side is kind of interesting to me too with that. So we'll get into that a little bit next week with Jimmy here. Hopefully Sunday we'll do one here. I want to do best NFL questions for 2027. I didn't get to that today. We had too many other things we had to hit on. And I want to do it when Brian's here too. So Tyler, think of some questions maybe that you got for next week. Like just us in general, like NFL like things you're just thinking about. Like, does Jared Goff? This is last year with the Lions, or just anything that might come to your attention. So if you got like a handful to think of this week, the things that kind of are on your mind, just general NFL questions. We'll kind of hit on that a little bit next week. We kind of get ready for training camp around the corner. Johnson's Christmas Eve is here, Brian. So we'll have that with it. All right, Tyler, have a good week. We'll see what we'll do. We'll see. We got to get out on the golf course one of these times. So we'll do that soon with it. For Tyler McGurk.
I think August will be a good month for golf.
Golf will be a good one there. I got school starting the 10th, so we better get out there sooner. We got to get out sooner than not. So let's go. We want to go first through the night. We can do it. But yeah, let's try to get out there. But all right, for Tyler McGurk, Casey Breyer, cool down that phone. Cool down, Brian.